Hello. Good morning. Hoi hoi. Hi Lolly and Lily and also Jay. Hi, how are you doing? I got my water. Hi. How are y'all doing? Water sounds? Yeah, we got some water. Some fresh from the fridge water. Always crucial to have. Bottle sounds? Yeah, it was the bottle squeaking open. But yeah, hello, how are y'all doing? Void Max, thank you for the follow. Hello. How are you? Yeah, I probably should have prepared a little bit more for today, but everything was kind of last minute, so I don't have any like speeches prepared or anything like that. I'm just here and I'm very excited. The voice like velvet. Ah, I'm glad. Thank you. Hell of a first stream to join, by the way. Because today is a release party. Of sorts. Hey, Ed, normally. Because I meant as well. Hello. I'll leave it a yes. Because, I've been working for about a year on a video. Just a good old YouTube video, and it's done. It's taken so long. Gonna be honest, the video released got the Dark Souls area name SFX stuck in your head. Yeah, the area SFX is so good as well. Yeah, we have the first big budget. Big budget? The budget's technically like $0, but big mental budget video. It is done. However, the Nexus traps you. You shall remain in this world as a soul forever. Because when this video is done, we're moving on to the next. That's how it works. So high production value at least? Yeah, definitely. I have put all of my time and skills into this to make it the best that it can be, you know? Just really try and get the optimum sauce. So, I was kind of wondering whether to show the video first and then talk about it, or talk about the video first a bit and then show the video. I don't know which one. I really probably should have been preparing more, but I've been spending the last minutes actually making the video. Why not both? You know what? That's fair, actually. More of your skills since you learn new stuff specifically for video? That's true. I guess we can talk about that a little bit. Because, this video, I started making it as a way to, learn the new video editing software. Keep it overview, then video, then in-depth retrospective. Yeah, that seems about right. So I kind of wanted to make this video as a way to learn a new video editor. And it's the DaVinci Resolve, the new software. Because I was recommended to get some actually good software, unlike you know, pirating some very ancient software which doesn't work. So I got DaVinci Resolve. So this video was supposed to teach me how to do that, but I went a bit overboard and spent a year on it. So I think I got a little bit past just learning the basics. Because not only did I learn video editing, I also picked up Blender, a little bit of arts with painting, a little bit of sound design as well, and a little bit of animation as well. There's a lot that went into this video. Or Premiere and Honleybot and overview here at the same time. That's fair. Yo, Ren, hello. Actually, yeah, I was about to ask. Yeah, the shout out for Ren. Hello. But Fair's fair. We also need a shout out for Jay. They are both very cozy and very, very absolutely deserve your time. Yeah, like Ren does a lot of arts and rigging, and it's very cool to see. And Jay has really cozy vibes. You know what? Jay, if you're not doing it, then I'll do it. There you go. And Jay has incredibly cozy vibes and a very nice voice. So kind of similar vibes to me as well. It's only fair. An eye for an eye type deal. Here we go. Man, I spent all of my time working on the video that I didn't prep any time, like, thinking about what to say. Like, I'm sure, like, the post-video talk will be easy, because then I can just point out stuff and like, oh, this is cool, I like this part, but pre-video it's kind of hard. I can tell you a little bit about the video, because it's a video about Final Fantasy XIV, the good old MMO. But it's not a video where, like, you need to know about the game beforehand, because it's an introduction video. It's kind of supposed to show new people, like, what the video is, like, what the way the video game is doing, you know? Yo, my ma, how you doing? Hello. So, it's supposed to be like a funny hee-hoo introduction video. What the game doing? Yeah, but at the same time, I am aware that, like, videos like this, like introduction videos, most of the people that watch those kind of stuff are people who already have been playing the game for thousands of hours. They just like seeing content about their favorite game. I was about to ask what could push you to make it. Well, I really like the game, and I want people to know about it. And like, yes, it's an insanely popular MMO. It's not gonna stop me from, you know, making a video telling people about it. It's a good game. It's really good. And I think that if I'm excited about it, then that gives me the energy to, like, make something with it, you know? Because that's, like, how my content works 9 times out of 5. 9 times out of 5? 9 times out of 10. So excited, can't even do math. Like, if I get excited about something, then I'm passionate, I want to do something, I want to get into it, and then I end up making stuff. And Final Fantasy got me that energy. Huh? Could hear the dialogue noise there. I mean, 9 to 5, that's like a time thing, right? Like, you work on something from 9 to 5. I think that's where it came from. 1 4/5 times. It's just that much, you know? Almost twice the amount of times. That's the case. 200%. In fact, right now is Final Fantasy music playing. Like, when I started, like, work on this video, I also started, like, putting Final Fantasy songs in my playlist. All that sort of stuff. Going above and beyond for real. Yeah, that is, like, the video in a nutshell. Because, like, especially early on, I've just wanted to see what I could do. And the answer is you can do a lot if you just spend the time for it. So especially early on, there's a lot of really fancy transitions from clips to clips that are way above budget. Like, to the point where I spent like a full 2 days on the transition between 2 clips alone. Which is not how it's supposed to be. Because I know I had one clip where, like, was like a rotating angle, and then, like, a person, like, heads in front of the camera, and then I rotoscoped them out so that they're, like, the border for the transition. But you had to rotoscope that by hand for, like, as many frames as it was, which was a lot. And so I did a couple of, like, dipshit transitions like that, just because I wanted to see if I could. And the answer was yes. And the answer was no, I shouldn't. But it was too late, I was already doing it. I also, for this video, I decided to, learning bonker skills in the process though? Yeah, definitely. I also did this thing where I really like, because like right before I watched this, like started work on this video, I think I watched a video from a different creator. I think their name was Noodle. They did a video about aspect ratios and how like in cinema, like you sometimes get like the cinema aspect ratio, right? Or like the top and the bottom is like black, right? It's letterboxed. And they were talking about like different ways to use it artistically as well. And I thought, man, that's cool. That's sick as hell. Man. And then I remembered that there was this like old SFM video. I think it was called like Put This Engage or something like that, where they also used like the black borders in like really creative ways. And I was like, man, that's cool. That's really fucking cool. That's cool. So I never actually fully watched the video. I just saw the start and saw those black borders were cool. So I put a little bit of that in there as well. Yeah, I've never fully seen a video. Love Put This Engage? Yeah, like, because like the style of video is not usually my style. So like, I kind of peeked at it. I was like, yeah, that's neat. I like the black borders. I'm gonna do something else now. He mentioned that in the video. Such a fucking good animation. Yeah, like the animation's outstanding quality. I mean, it's not really SFM, it's a step above. If it's done in SFM, I'm gonna call it SFM. Source filmmaker. I mean, yeah, like there's definitely SFM animations that are a step above, for sure. But that just makes it more impressive that it was done in SFM, because that's a rough software. That software does not play nice. But yeah, like there's a lot of like black borders in this video, and I tried to use them creatively. And only like really later on, I really like got the hang of it. So there's like one clip like near the end with that I'm super proud of, and it's super short and it doesn't stand out that much, but I'm so proud of that clip, and I'll point it out later. SFM, the helicopter video software. Yeah, you're right. Your ears are cute. Ah, thank you, friend. They can be RGB, you know? They remake a whole Guilty Gear Xrd fight? Really? 3 people redeeming the RGB ears? Wait, why were they not working? Aw. No RGB ears? Huh. I guess it doesn't work. Huh. Wait a second. Can I... StreamerBot? StreamerBot seems to be struggling at this time. I'm gonna open up StreamerBot again. Give the people what they need. I will. 1 second. I'll queue them up. Okay, now it should be active again. Because maybe it's not an issue with... Ah, there we go. There's RGBers. Sorry about your channel points. I can maybe, like, redeem them again. That's pretty... Yeah, it's, thanks to some really nice code from Roboto. Actually, we should get a shout out for Roboto as well. I think this is how you spelled it. Yeah, there it is. Roboto made this possible. Roboto got some really good code to make them interact. Yeah, but I'll point out like the cool clip later on when we get to it. There's gonna be RGB ears for a while, I feel. Oh no, it finished. Pretty RGB or not, for real. Ah, there's more. This is what we're burning channel points on today. I'm trying to think of other like fun facts for the video. I kind of wanted to have the video have like a homemade aesthetic, right? Where basically everything... That's a lot of RGB. where basically everything from the video was homegrown, right? Where, like, instead of using, like, meme pictures or, like, meme clips, I would just, you know, make my own. So sometimes the memes I use are, like, recreated. I think I do use, fun facts from Final Fantasy XIV video clips. Yeah, that's a little bit fun fact moment. What you calls it? There was like one part where I wanted to use initially like a popular meme clip, right? Like I think it was a fucking clip where like one of the streamers like singing a song really like enthusiastically. Giving folks time to show up? Yeah, a little bit as well. So like it was like the angry tryhard sweaty speedrunner versus like the guys who just sing and having a good time, right? I kind of wanted to have that meme, but well, I didn't want like put the meme in. Ended up not using that. Yeah, I ended up recreating it using my own assets because I didn't want to. I didn't want to like get copyright struck or get like the thought of like having like memes feels a little bit cheap, if you will, right? Like it's one thing to take someone else's like funny thing and put it in your video, and it's another to like custom make something, you know, type deal. And I kind of wanted to put in that extra mile to make my own stuff, you know. So the spirit remains, but it's now, you know, new. It's slightly different. And I think also, like, I think the one, like, outside meme that I used was, the Deltarune explosion. Like, that sound effect and visual thing I used verbatim. But that's kind of like the point of the meme. Also, damn, we're RGBing at this time. I have 16k more channel points where this came from. Watch out. And 64 4k channel points, just gonna keep hoarding them. I'm not gonna hoard them. Eventually I'm gonna release like a super expensive channel point thing, and it's just gonna get redeemed instantly. Apparently very many toasters. I've been thinking about like rebranding them, like the toasters, to make them something else, but I don't know what yet. I'll have to think about that sometime. You're pre-game hyped about the video? Yeah! I'm also really excited. Earn like 6k points, I think that's enough for now. 6k points worth of RGB. Impressive work, impressive work. Gears cogs? I mean, that's like a little basic, isn't it, right? Like, it would work, definitely, but it lacks a little bit of, you know, that personality, you know? But then again, I wouldn't know what has the personality. Circuit boards? Yeah. More actually? Oh, you were almost at 20k, now you're just above 13k. Damn. Very well done. Yours is just headwings, so that's fair. Potted plants? I do like potted plants. What does the Holly run on? Time capsules? Ah. That would tie in, yeah. I mean, I run on, like, electricity, you know? I run on batteries. Honly OS. Near type thing. Also, I know I didn't mention it, but thank you for the water sippy. Something like batteries. AAA batteries. That's kind of funny, I think. You're just feeding me like 1,000 AAA batteries at once. It's like... just eat them. It's just a fork of Debian. I mean, I have gone on record of saying that I really like, what you calls it, like battery acid. Tastes good. You've discussed that you like battery acid? Exactly. Kinda like it. So it wouldn't be completely out of the question. Man, I don't think there can only be like so much preamble for the video. So I think 500k channel point redeem, that's just car battery. What would it even do? Now to think about it, there's this thing that I wanted to buy, but didn't know what to do with it yet. Where you can have channel point redeems to like throw stuff at you. Yeah, so throw a car battery mod at your VTuber mod. That would be possible, yeah. And let's just like throw some batteries at me, recharge me a little bit. Comically large car battery makes the pipe noise. But I think maybe it's time to push up the video. Maybe it's time. I think this is roughly a good moment. So the only question that remains, well, there's no question actually. It's just a video. But I do have to pause the music for that. I don't know how the audio balancing is gonna be. I probably should have checked that out before I went live, huh? But are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for a video? Right, remember you asking if we should spend money on tits? Yeah, that's the acronym, blame the tits. Yeah, it is called that. Is it the Honley for Final Fantasy XFV? Yeah, like they're supposed to kind of look like me, you know? Kind of have my aesthetic. Like they're I made sure that they were as tall as I was in game. So they're pretty tall compared to the average person in game. But I think it is time for small audio tests. Let's see how it goes, and if it goes well, we'll just go. I'll check the audio output capture and to see how loud it is. Just tell me how the volume is. All right. Here we go. If you've ever wondered why I'm slow with videos, well, there's this... Well, so I've got a new thing that I've been... My time recently has been... Did you know that the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has free trial and... Might want to full screen it? Full screening it is, I think, a good idea, yeah. Then there won't be any chat, though. Because in the chat, like, there isn't, like, in the full screen one, like, I don't have chat here, but I can, like, add it, I think. The trial copy pasta cuts without before the part that is no longer up to date? Yeah. I was kind of worried about that, because, yeah, they're adding Stormblood to the free trial. Not having chat is a good idea? Alright. Then we'll just leave it here. Wait, is this the only ethical React content? Reacting to your own content, damn. Kind of crazy. Oh, now it also shows the fucking stream UI, that's kind of funny. Oh well. But here we go. Alright, I'll admit it. I fell victim to the trap. I downloaded the trial, and the tiny devil on my shoulder smiled, because she knew it was already too late for me. Your Honor, the game is clearly goated with the source, the tiny devil tells me. And I agree. The game slaps, and I'll tell you why. Also, before we continue too far, should I just let the video run once, and then talk about it? Or should I just, like, interrupt it every 2 seconds to talk about cool details? Wait, which one would y'all prefer? Let it run? Let it run. Alright, so I'll rewind in a couple seconds. The game slaps, and I'll tell you why. Now, the reason why all my time is gone can be blamed on 3 parts. Story, community, and the actual game part that's hiding in there somewhere. It's like 3 games in a trench coat, except the trench coat is also a game. Fashion around these parts is no joke. So when I first started the story, I was scared that I would be a bit out of the loop, since this was my first Final Fantasy. But as it turns out, there's practically no connection between the different Final Fantasy games. They just share a few names, some base themes, and the funny little chocobo friends. I thought I wasn't going to like them at first, but they really made this friend the most marketable little guy in the world. People often say that the story is award-winning, and that makes sense, considering what it's up against. Most stories and games take between 10 and 30 hours to complete, while this one, well... They've got a lot of time to tell the story,
I love that sound.
They're making real good use of it. There's an insane amount of plot threads, and they all manage to be relevant somehow. Things that happen in A Realm Reborn have come back in later expansions, and it all makes sense. It's like Chekhov's gun, except every object and person you ever meet is gun-shaped. And it's all good stuff too. I can't really talk much about it, since that would be spoilers, but everyone I know enjoyed it a lot, and I think you will too. Unless you already got through all of it, in which case you're a lot further than me. What? I should have finished the story by now? Now listen here, I can spend all the time I want being distracted by the cute bunnies and Limsa, and I'm not any lesser for it. Speaking of spoilers, the community is, by and large, very nice around all that. If you're just minding your own business, you'll probably be fine. In-game, at least, there's big pressure to not spoil things. Most you'll probably hear is
Look forward to the Shadowbringers. That one's my favorite.
which I've heard so many times by now that I made Heaven's Ward my favorite, just to spite them. Now, because there's so much story and basically everything is locked behind the main scenario questline, you might be tempted to rush through it just to unlock things and get rid of that pesky sprout icon. But I recommend taking your time with things. The story is best experienced at your own pace, even if that means spending a month making friends in Limsa, while there's a world-ending calamity constantly about to kill everyone. But that sprout icon is a good thing. It's your doctor's note for being allowed to mess up in fights. You get bonked? Collect your shame sticker, but it's alright, because the local white mage mom will give you a lily, some pats on the head, and some milk and cookies afterwards. But the actual game, is that any good? Well, like usual, it's up to personal taste. I think it's cool. There's a lot of different jobs with different playstyles, but they all basically boil down to pressing the buttons in the good order, while dodging whatever the boss throws at you, and sometimes doing math. Hi Toaster Imports, hello! I'll pause for that one. Hey, welcome on in. We're currently doing the first watch through of the video. Hello, Math Death, yeah. People getting shit a little bit. How are you doing? Hello. Flare Beloved, yeah, I love Flare. I will continue. Love potting just to cast another flare is the funniest thing in the game. Absolutely. Quad flare, let's go. As for a little context, so this is the video that I've made, and we're currently doing the release party for it. Because I've worked on it for over a year and I'm very proud. Hello. We're currently like roughly halfway through, but after this we'll almost miss this watch along. Stayed up pretty late, that's fair. We're gonna rewatch it afterwards with a bit more director's commentary, TM. Where I just pause it a lot and like talk about the different clips and how they happened. But for now we will continue with the clippy. Hope everyone's doing fine. Yeah, hope you're doing fine as well. Jobs all fall in one of three categories. Slapping?
10 T, 10 Jin, T, 10 Jin, T, bitch.
Getting slapped?
For fear, the fury is with us.
And having a medical degree.
Oh my god, are you okay?
They all have their own quirks and things that make them hard in their own unique ways. Poor guy. The tanks, for example, have to eyeball the boss constantly to make sure they're ready for whenever the big slaps come around. Meanwhile, the healers not only have to heal the tanks after getting slapped, but also have to account for people getting hits when they really shouldn't. And the DPS does, well, big DPS using a variety of funny damage buttons. You've got your 1s, your 1-2-3s, your Mobius strip combos, and whatever hell black mages go through on a daily basis. And the best thing is, you're not locked to any one of these. Job sucks, hit the bricks. Tired of healing greedy DPS players? Become one yourself and experience true catharsis. You can level anything you want, so might as well get them all. For me, the combat strikes a nice balance between being engaging while also being capable of being relaxed. Through a combination of job and fights, you can pick exactly how many wrinkles your brain needs to have. There's some jobs where you just kinda sit there and press the big buttons whenever they appear, and fights where you mostly just stand around until the boss spills their juice on the floor, causing you to waddle 2 feet before continuing your head empty vibe. And in contrast to that, some bosses ask you to do their homework, all whilst your job demands you balance every resource on the planet and tied your shoelaces together when you weren't looking. But Hanli, if this game is so good, why are you never actually playing it? It always says you're just sitting in Limsa, the jewel of the coast, home of the pirates reformed. Y'all are reformed, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
This land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind. But all jokes aside, the people here are the real reason I've been enjoying myself so much. This game has a lot of opportunities to just really vibe and interact with people, whether that's chatting in Limsa, or peeing in a nice cozy cafe, or any manner of chance encounters in the wild. Just a few days ago, a wild Lalafellan chef offered me a healthy home-cooked meal for only $14.99. And of course, I accepted. There's people like this all over that spend their time just trying to make others happy. For example, one part of the community that I respect a lot is the bards. Yes, bard is one of the jobs, but that's not entirely what I mean. Bards have this extra ability thingy called performance. With it, they can pull up a variety of instruments, and then... But some people have been transcribing full songs for this system, sometimes even for multiple instruments at the same time, or even a full band. But there's more community than just Limsa. I know, shocking. But the hospitality of the people here extends to playing the game as well. At minimum, people say hello and GG at the end of fights. And at best, you can have entire conversations in the middle of a dungeon. Now, most people are pretty quiet, but some people have trained at effortlessly weaving in questions about people's days into their already complex DPS rotations. In the business, we call that GCD typing, and it's a real high-value skill. But besides the people, the fights, the story, there's so many more things to do. There's fashion, crafting, PvP, housing, photography, clubbing, shady activities, treasure hunting, and yes, even fishing. Oh, fishing. But I hope you can see the takeaway in this, being that there's just a little bit too much to do in this game. It's so easy to just get lost in a tangent of a tangent. I've spent many hours lost in this beautiful maze of a game, and I intend to keep at it. I've got too many new friends to meet and pictures to tag. Maybe even make some videos about it. And that's the video. And I'm very proud of it. Thank you. There I am, Gary. Yeah, I meant this on there. Good video, did amazing job. Ah, thank you. Glad you was able to watch it all here. Ah, you were still here. Hello. Michael, let me use the correct choice for that Bart scene. Yeah. Cone jump scare. You got a little bit of that VLC cone. That was so good. Ah, thank you, Ren. About to leave. Yes, was eyeing the odd time. That's fair. That's fair. Good luck, Jay. Good luck. Now we can go back and I can pause at every single scene, like, look, and then I can do that. First stream, good impression, lol. Ah! I'm Madman Hacks, thank you. Good luck to you for the rest of the stream. Ah, of course, thank you. Ah, but you good luck as well. Time for a breakdown of every frame. Hell yeah, let's do all, 9 times 60 plus 22, times 60. Time to break down every one of the 33,720 frames. You'll see the pinnacle of media playerism, and it's good. Only math moments? Yeah, I've got a calculator right here. It's very good. So, if you've ever... There we go. So, man, I can't, like, scroll around easy. That computer sure can math. Remember to link your video where the YouTube video will... I can't talk. Remember to link your YouTube where the video will be posted. You're so right, bestie. One of those is the correct link. I'm not sure which. But there's the channel. It's gonna be up there after the stream is over. Not pinned. Talking is optional. It's mandatory. What do you mean? I'm a streamer. That's the points. That is the main points of this the whole streaming thing. Is that I talk, right? I express emotions to entertain. You know. And I do that by verbalizing said emotions. He claimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has free trial and... That's a joke, I know. I was joking back, you see. So this intro, like, musical sting that happens here, I didn't rip this from somewhere. I made this in FL Studio, and I'm really proud of it, actually. Because it sounds nice. It sounds really nice. Like this isn't just like throw an instrument in there. No, I had to like process it with this funny plugin to get the sound to like be nice, you know? What these streams are for our entertainments? I mean, maybe, potentially. Sounds very pleasant? Yeah, that was the main goal. For it to be like a nice warm sound, you know? Alright, I'll admit it. I fell victim to the trap. I downloaded a trial. So in this clip, I like motion tracked a little tiny Hanli onto the big Hanli shoulder. And that crashed my client multiple times because as it turns out, like, the footage that I got for the video, it's all in 4K. Because if it's in 4K, then I can like zoom in a little bit and still have like no resolution loss, right? As it turns out, motion tracking something in 4K is kind of rough. And that load, like, because it had to like both green screen and motion track. And that load on my computer was too much. So because of that, the resolution here of the background clip is actually like 920 by 1080 because it crashed my computer multiple times. Like it didn't just like crash the software, it blue screened my computer because like my computer like ran out of VRAM, I think. It just died. So I've learned my lesson with motion tracking. It is very, very risky with 4K footage. If you have multiple 4K things. Hanli and Hanlito? Yeah. It's a tiny devil on my also, if I pause too much, like this player does like corrupt it. Computer really went brain hurt, he got a sleepy? Yeah. Like, this is a Lalafell character that I made for myself. And I think they're pretty cute.
Because she knew it was already too late for me. Your Honor, the game is clearly goated with the source.
This is a pun. And I'm not gonna explain it because it's spoilers. But it is a good pun. I promise. You?
The tiny devil tells me. And I agree. The game slaps, and I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, right.
The tiny devil tells me. And I agree.
This framing is like the coolest framing of any shot in this video, and it is for a less than 1 second long clip at the start. Man. Like, look at this framing. This is so cool. I love this. This is badass. Simply play about 1,000 hours of story to understand the pun. Worth it, trust me? Yeah, it is. Like, I just, like, kind of went all out for some shots at the start for no reason. It just looks really cool.
The game slaps, and I'll tell you why.
And also, like, this transition.
Now, the reason why all my time
really complex for no reason, once again. For one reason. Because it's cool, and I like doing it. Yeah. I like doing, like, really cool, complicated shots. It makes me happy.
is gone can be blamed on 3 parts. Story, community,
yeah, and, like, these are hand-drawn as
the actual
well.
game part that's hiding in there somewhere. It's like 3 games in a trench coat, except the trench coat is also a game. Fashion around these parts is no joke. So when I first started the story, I was scared that I would be a bit out of the loop, since this was my first...
There it is, Ma. That's the transition that took me 2 days to make. like this one right here. What? Because like it cuts from one clip to the next, with this person being the border. I had to rotoscope this manually for each frame, and because like the shape like rotates as well, so it's not regular. Recognize the person? Yeah, it's flop ears. So yeah, that took a while. But hey, it looks cool.
First Final Fantasy. But as it turns out, there's practically no connection between the different Final Fantasy games.
Oh yeah, now I can like pause these to like read them. So that there's no prerequisite knowledge. It's not actually true. There's apparently references all over the place. And little things from other Final Fantasy games show up all the time. Just never noticed. And I guess it also shows that it's unneeded knowledge if you can enjoy all the content it's in without knowing what it's referencing. Apparently the Crystal Tower as a whole is from a different game. Never knew that, it's wild. Yeah, like there's a couple other ones where like a couple of their raids are just based on completely different games, and I never knew. I just thought they were just funny raids, that's all. But no, the game actually has a lot of references.
They just share a few names, some base themes.
Sorry that I keep pausing, but
they just share.
Lowest effort shots in the entire video. I didn't even use like nice handwriting for real. I just can't believe that 2B Near is from a different Final Fantasy game. It's crazy, isn't it?
A few names, some base themes, and the funny little chocobo friends. I thought I wasn't going to like them at first, but they really made this friend the most marketable little guy in the world.
Alright, the alpha fan cam. Fucking, this is my favorite shot and the like favorite still of the video. He is so precious. He is so precious when he smiles. It's crazy. This is where I started using some slightly like illegal question mark strats to get some shots. Also me and the bestie. You're so precious when you smile. Yeah. Because like this, he never did that. He never sat in a chair. What the hell? What? Alpha at the beach? Alpha was with a nice drink? Ayo? No, I had to use some minor shenanigans to like get shots like this. But we don't talk about that too loudly. Like as well as this one, you can't even stand there. How was Alpha? How was Alpha there? Ooh. VLC does not like me pausing over and over.
People often say that the story is award-winning.
Crunch.
And that makes sense, considering what it's up against.
Oh yeah.
Most stories and games take between 10 and 30 hours to complete, while this one, well...
I love that sound so much. That sound is from the release trailer for a game called Hyperdemon. And I love that sound so much that I went looking for it. Apparently that's the only instance of it ever appearing. Because Hyperdemon doesn't technically like have a soundtrack as such. So it was just from that trailer. But I still really wanted to use it. It's such a good sound. So we got the Hyperdemon trailer sound in there.
Got a lot of time to tell the story, and they're making real good use of it. There's an insane amount of plot threads, and
For all intents and purposes, shape of
relevant
Go, yeah.
Things that happen in A Realm Reborn have come back in later expansions, and it all makes sense. It's like Chekhov's gun, except every object and person you ever meet is gun-shaped.
For this clip, I made like the joke about like Chekhov's gun, right? I wasn't sure if people were gonna like get the joke, so I asked a lot of people, like at random, whether they knew what Chekhov's gun was, and the majority didn't. But I thought like a Lalafell getting shot was funny, so I put it in anyway. Come on, it's a little funny. it's a little bit funny.
And it's all good stuff too. I can't really talk much about it, since that would...
People not know what Chekhov's gun is? No, like apparently like the average Final Fantasy XIV player does not know what Chekhov's gun is. And I guess it kind of makes sense if you're like not too deep into like story writing, right? Like if you never write stories or read stories with like an analysis or stuff, then you're just not gonna hear about it, right? Right? Like, when are you gonna hear about, like, literary stuff? If you're just basic literacy, you thought, yep, people don't have basic literacy. Never heard it, never played Final Fantasy XIV, though. That's fair. Yeah, but it's just like, that's not a reference to Final Fantasy XIV. That's a literacy thing. Chekhov's gun. I think it was I think Mr. Chekhov, if I'm not mistaken, said it. It was a saying for writing, like a guideline, where if the story talks about if a gun hangs above the mantle, like the fireplace, if a gun hangs above the fireplace, then it must be fired at least once before the story ends. Like the prospect is like, hey, if you show something, it has to be relevant to the story somehow. And that's, there's a lot of that in the game. They mention small stuff and then it becomes very relevant somehow. Even like, and everything becomes relevant. TLDR don't introduce useless stuff? Yes. TLDR don't introduce useless stuff. If you introduce something, it's gonna be important. Not tossed in most schools, you think? Didn't know about it until it was mentioned? Yeah, like... I'm not sure where I learned about it, but I did learn about it somewhere. Probably in high school. We did have, like, literature class. But yeah, it's that prospect. Error? Haha, funny cat. Endwalker, ooh? Funny cat? Which cat? Which funny cat? The red one? I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the cats. Literally cannot say anything. You are tied, that's fine. We'll just continue. You can like tell me after the stream. It's fine, it's fine.
Be spoilers. but everyone I know enjoyed it a lot, and I think you will too. Unless you already got through all of it, in which case you're a lot further than me. As Editing Hanley said, I have finished the story by now. This video took 12 months to make. I have finished the story by now. I am mostly caught up. I just haven't done the final patch content. Finished, yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Endwalker is like as finished as we're gonna get anytime soon. What? I should have finished the story by now? Now listen here, I can spend all the time I want being distracted by the cute bunnies and Limsa, and I'm not any lesser for it. That's my friend Josie, he's pretty cool. Does they want to do more? Yes, a new expansion is coming next summer. And they are very insistent on telling everyone, hey, there's more possibilities, there's still stories to be told, don't worry. So, there's gonna be more stuff. You did write stories, didn't know shit about literacy anyways though. I mean, it's not required, right? Also just like small like pointing thing out. I really like how the ears pop above the framing. I think that's cool. Like this boy slides up and he's just slightly out of the frame. He's in Limsa and I'm not any lesser for it. Speaking of spoilers, the community is, by and large, very nice around all that. If you're just minding your own business, you'll probably be fine. In-game, at least, there's big pressure to not... I like how, like, the third person here in the roast crying. They were the one who got spoiled and the rest is trying to defend them. The rest is telling the local buddy off a little bit. Hold up, I got that enabled, yeah. Actually, for this, I'm gonna like, move myself to the side a little bit so I cover up less of the frame. Foil thing. I think this is like one of the first big shots that I recorded. Because this is of 4 friends. Because whenever I would like record these clips, it would be like, you know, in game. And I would ask some friends to help out. And wrangling like multiple people who don't have attention spans into actually recording a clip together, that's kind of fun to do. Especially because like a lot of these were done like live, right? Because I can't just go into G-Pose and have it, because then all the emotes happen at the same time. So for this one, I was the cat, so I could delay the like jumping back slightly. And it's a vent for your creativity that you otherwise have a hard time getting out of your system. Yeah, that's fair. Gotta go see you. Good luck with Strem. Good luck, mein ma. And thank you for stopping by. Thank you. See ya. Most you'll probably hear is...
Look forward to the Shadowbringers. That one's my favorite.
Which I've heard so many times by now. That was my friend Wolfie. Wolfie's really cool. That I made Heaven's Ward my favorite, just to spite them. I love being overly patriotic about Heaven's Ward, of all things. Because, like, you don't hear people, like, enthusiastically shouting out Heaven's Ward. Like, people are very passionate about Stormblood, whether that's like, it's bad or, like, it was good, actually. People really like Shadowbringers or Endwalker, and it's kind of 50-50. But no one really says, like, oh, Heaven's Ward's my favorite. Like, no one says that. Also, this turned out to be the better music choice as well. Good stuff. Wolfie's one of your oldest nicknames, given to you when you were like 40. Oh. Also, look at the camera movement here. Oh, in North America, Heaven's Ward is talked about a lot as the best one pre-Endwalker. Really? Really? Huh. That's actually nice to, that's interesting to know. Cause like my order's like Endwalker, Heaven's Ward, Shadowbringer, Stormblood.
That's my order. And I thought that was like unpopular for that order. Huh. But then again, Stormblood is also really good. Like, it's lowest on my list, but it's still very good. I made popcorn. Ah, hello. Hope the popcorn is nice. Man, I haven't had popcorn in so many years. I could go for some popcorn. But look at the camera here. Heaven's Ward, my favorite, just to spite them. That's all done in engine, without me touching a button. That's fucking cool. That's so cool. Such a pretty shot. Yeah, because I got this tool, and I had to like bully the dev of that tool into like providing some extra utility for it. But it lets you make a camera shot in Blender and then export it to the game. And it is a game changer. So many of the best shots I do, they're using that tool, and it's so good. Did you also bully the dev of that tool to fix a slight discrepancy? Yes, exactly. Did anything about this except there's really neat trailer on YouTube for Final Fantasy IV that I absolutely love? Yeah. Final Fantasy has good trailers. Now, this shot was me trying out to get, like, be able to put something in Blender and have that be composed into the game world. And it didn't work because of a discrepancy. Because there's so much story and basically everything is locked behind the main scenario. Like, it's the quest sign. I was trying to get that into the game. And, like, you can kind of see that it doesn't quite match up with the camera. And that is because there's two problems that I didn't understand. Both that the frame rate is different, and also that guy's facial expression sure exists. It does. But also, apparently the focal distance wasn't quite lined up with Blender and the game. So they would be different. But that is fixed after the shot, so in all the future shots it does work. Mario questline. You might be tempted to rush through it just to unlock things and... Think your dad plays this game? You should show him this video. Get rid of that pesky sprout icon. But I recommend taking your time with things. The story is best experienced at your own pace, even if that means spending a month making friends in Limsa, while there's a world-ending calamity constantly about to kill everyone. That is the tiny rat minion that I made 1,000 times its original size. Show him this video, then tell him your name is in it? What's that? It's a tiny rat. Oh, rushing through things. I just like the tiny rat minion, just being really big and menacing. But that sprout icon is a good thing. It's your doctor's note for being allowed to mess up in fights. This shot is one of the most messed up shots that I've done. Because you see here, right? Get bonked. Collect your shame sticker, but it's alright. So you see that shot, right? But that sprout icon is a good thing. Damn. It's your... I can't rewind like doctor's note for being allowed to mess up in fights. The rewinding is pretty finicky, so I can't rewind accurately. But the way I made the fade out to black happen is kind of scuffed. Shift arrow for slight adjusts. Ah, that's really useful. Per 3 seconds, you get... Huh. Doctor's note for being allowed to mess up in fights. You get... So, in this video, I didn't want to like have to rotoscope out the little buddy, right? From the fights. I wanted to just be able to just get him normally. So, this is a composited shot because the background, the fight, it happened. But in the middle of the screen, there wasn't a player because I was doing the fights while invisible. I made myself invisible so I could record that with a static camera angle. So I could record like getting frozen. with a specific angle, and then I like went out of combat to my my apartment, which I turned to a blue room, where I got the same camera angle, and then did the correct emotes to get this to happen. And then I like blue screened that, and that was the most scuffed up setup I've done, but it did allow me to get bonked. Allow me to get that, which is, I think, really neat. We'll probably see something around the first corner and take an unhealthy amount of time exploring it before even fighting anything. Yeah, no, exploring this game is a lot. So like this shot's like the most technically challenging shot, I think.
Lecture shame sticker, but it's alright, because the local white mage mom will give you a lily, some pats on the head, and some milk and cookies afterwards.
The sound that you hear, that, like the patting sound, that is a sound of me repeatedly slapping my armrest. There it is.
Pats on the head, and some milk and cookies afterwards.
I didn't make this camera
Actual
shot.
game.
Homegrown sound effects? Yeah. Like a lot of my sound effects were homegrown. Then how much effort do you want to have at a scene? Only yes. Yeah. At least this, not this scene. This scene, this is just a normal cutscene in the game.
Like usual, it's up to personal taste.
I can't believe you skipped over the Sprout Squish scene before, because you do remember you working at least one entire evening on that. Yeah. Where was that? It was like... Where was it? Before Doctors Know It.
You might be tempted to rush through it just to unlock things and get rid of that.
So the scene, you got the hand, pet, and squish. I custom posed that and then like photoshopped the leaf into it. But also the leaf assets that exist are all low res, so I had to like upscale this manually and custom polish it to look kind of decent.
Ski Sprout icon, but I reckon
and it still looks kind of rough.
Cookies after the taste. I think it's cool. There's a lot of different jobs with different playstyles, but they all basically boil down to pressing the buttons in the good order.
The good order for Black Mage. It's just Flare. And it's funny because it's not even that wrong. Like one of the spells Black Mage has is Flare, where you spend all of your mana to do a big explosion. And what you can do is, with the right setup, you can cast for 3+ enemies. It's entirely correct. Yeah. So for groups of enemies, you want to do go into Flare. If you did it the right way, you can do a second Flare. Then you use the mana recharge, and you do Flare again. And then you drink a mana potion, and then you drink Flare. Jobs like costumes in Final Fantasy X-2. Yeah, probably, yeah. Like Black Mage, White Mage, Red Mage, Warrior, Paladin, Monk, Samurai, like that sort of stuff, right? It's the different classes that you can play as. And Black Mage is the dipshit one. God, I love them. They're very fun.
While dodging whatever the boss throws at you. And sometimes doing math.
Anomalous intelligence levels detected. Re-education authorized. Booting basic computation protocol. Inaccuracy will be punished. So this is a boss in a specific raid that asks you to do math. The mechanics are just straight up solve this very simple math question. And as you can tell by the many X's, people are not very good at it. And then they die. They die, they fall like flies. And the funniest thing is, right, is I got this clip myself. I went into the raid prepared to queue in a couple of times to get the appropriate clip, because like I wanted to get a clip of like a lot of people eating shit. And I kind of expected, like, nah, people are pretty good, you know? People won't mess up. But no, I got this in the very first math question. This happened. And I got that on tape. I did not need to re-queue for this. We got that shit first try. The math, it just got them. It's maths. Like, it's not even hard maths. It's just like, hey, make a number divisible by 3. Like, get like 3, 6, or 9. It's not that hard. Hold on, I think the alliance above also drops. It also drops. But there's like a couple more survivors in there. And I just wanted to have like only like one alliance on display to make it like a bit more simple to read. So that's why I only like show one. So like, yeah. But yeah, a lot of people died. It was really funny. Jobs all fall in one of 3 categories. Slapping?
10 tea, 10 gin, tea, 10 gin, tea, bitch.
Ah, it's my friend Maima. Maima's really cool. I had a popcorn, gave you a stomachache, you got a banana instead. That's fair. Pat your head. I am patting your head gently. I hope tummy ache goes away. Getting slapped?
For fear. The fury is without.
That's my friend Mr. Gems. He wanted to be credited as Shield Man, all caps. And I asked him for this because I know he's like good with voices. So yeah, that's Gems. So I asked him to like send me a couple voice lines. So he sent me a bunch of hide me. Yeah, there he is. So I asked him like, hey, can you send me like a couple lines, like really like excited, patriotic, zealous, like paladin type stuff, and then send me just like as much coughing as you want. And he sent me a file labeled only, all caps, Cough Man. And it's like a minute straight of the most violent and loud coughing I've heard in my life. And it is so funny. Do you still have the final scream cough? I mean, I put them in here, I think. If you listen.
Gin, tea, bitch.
Getting slapped?
For fear. The fury is without.
And having a medical degree.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Okay, the final scream cough is not in here. I might be able to dig it up somewhere. I need to voice act more. Voice acting is cool. If I ever need a voice actor, I know who to ask. If you would like, that is, of course. And yeah, the thing is, your HP gets reduced to single digits, and the boss spawns 4 areas that add 1 to 4 to your HP. And then you gotta make your HP solved equation. It's not hard, but enough to make you trip up. Yeah. That's fair, that's fair. Hold up, I might be able to find the original Kaufman audio. Sethman, can I share the full Kaufman clip? Can I share Kaufman? Now feel free. All right. Let's see if I still have it. I should still have it because of the assets. All right, all right. There's Kaufman and Kaufman 2. I'll look at Kaufman 2. Turn it down a little bit.
Let's see.
That's Kaufman2.wav. Strangers died for the video, respect the grind. Yeah, he reported having a sore throat after this one. I respect it. I really do. It's the full 22 seconds of just straight up coughing. Dedication for the video. Sore throat of feeling physically sick. Not only his honor on the line, but his body as well. Mad respect. Oh yeah, and having a medical degree.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Ah, it's Toadster Zero, that's another friend. They all have pretty cool too. Their own quirks and things that make them hard in their own unique ways. The tanks, for example, have to eyeball the boss constantly to make sure they're ready for whenever the big slaps come around. Love the slap sound? Oh right, the slap sound effects. So you know how I said that all my slap sound effects are homegrown? I'm pretty sure that slap sound effects, I might not be able to recreate it because I'm wearing different pants today, but it's just like this slapping leg. Thumbs up. we make our own sound effects here. Including like the key smashing sound effects here. That's just me key smashing. Meanwhile, like this one, hard in their own unique ways. The tanks, for example, have to eyeball the boss constantly to make sure they're ready for whenever the big slaps come around. Meanwhile, the healers not only have to heal the tanks after getting slapped, but also have to account DIY Foley. I have a DIY Foley folder. It's just called Foley. Hitting the thighs, I guess. How else would you do it, huh? How else would you go about it? Meister, yo, hello. And I can't ask. Better go shout out, he's gone. I'll have to give you the shout outs manually. Hello, how are you doing? We're talking about my video right now. It's finally out. Hello. For people getting hits when they So, this clip is also a pretty intricate clip. I had to do some dark magic to get this to work. Including some poses that shouldn't be possible. Really shouldn't. Like that. Including the stock photo hand. And the DPS does, well... Hand gets you every time. I love the hand. Big... I love the usage of Infinite Azure. It's such a fucking speedrunner song. DPS, using a variety of funny damage buttons. You've got your 1s, your 1 to 3s. Oh yeah, the thing about this clip right here is that I animated this in like just the regular painting software, and it took me a lot of time to like animate this because, well, most of these are just like wobbly text where I just like draw the thing 3 times and then that's it. Here in the Mobia. The arrows here are animated, and that's kind of difficult. Doing well, just have to refresh to get up to date, lol. That's fair, that's fair. Hello, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Hope you're doing well as well. We're currently doing a viewing of my main video that I just made. Well, just made. I've been working on it for like a year, but it's now finally out. Well, it's gonna be out after the stream is over, but you know. So I wanted to show off like the Mobius nature of the monk combo routes. But I didn't know a good way to do that, so I like animated the arrows going around it. The strip combos? Whatever hell and black mages. It looks pretty cool. It's got tons of damage vibes. If anyone gets that reference, maybe you're just old. I don't get it. Hope the vid gets received well. Yeah, pray. I have no idea. I mean, my YouTube channel isn't like too big yet, so I'm not expecting too much, but you know, it would be nice, you know? Oh yeah, this fucking black mage line. This is not some random horse piece that I made up. This is a legitimate thing. Fucking love the question marks on lucid dreaming. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck the lucid dreaming is for. Who thought of that? Because, like, black mages are dipshits, and they sometimes do stuff like this, where they're like, hey, it would technically be optimal if we go for a early return to an early fire phase, even though that means we have less damage total. We're quicker about it. And then sometimes you get lines like this, where it's a 6 times fire 4, double transpose, fire 3, proc with blizzard 4. AKA the line N119. Hi, Tenma. Man, shouting out so many people today. Hi, how you doing? We're looking at our video today. Beep boop. Black Mage is kind of a job where you press 17 buttons to get 0.3% DPS increase over the next 12 seconds? Yeah. But if you mess up, if your gamble was wrong, you're gonna lose like 50% DPS. Holly, when did you get so many friends? They're streamer friends. Come on now. Streamer friends. They've been here. Played Dragoon, Reaper, and Samurai. Lots of melee classes. Yeah. I'm not a melee person myself. Bananas are berries and you're upset about it? They are? Huh? Huh. Oh, but you die a lot in dungeons. I mean, that's only natural, you know? Daily basis. Fair, fair. And the best thing is, you're not locked to any one of these. Job sucks, hit the bricks. I fucking love this meme so much. Just walk out. You can leave. I love this meme. I recreated it from scratch, including the pose. The skeleton pose. I love the original as well. GMs if you're quick. Yeah, if you're just quick, you can run away from them. Glams shoppy. Tired of healing greedy DPS players? Become one yourself and experience true catharsis. The background music for like the 2 seconds of this thing is a song from what you call it? Song from Crosscode called The Ultimate Experience. And I think that's a funny detail. Dying inside of your ley lines is the ultimate experience. Oh hey, that's you? Yeah, that is you. Hey, hi Lily. You can level anything you want, so might as well get them all. For me, the combat strikes a nice balance between being engaging while also being capable of being relaxed. Small little detail, but I love how the first, like, character, like, slides in and you think, like, oh, for me, the combat strikes a nice balance between being just a nice letterboxed frame. Engaging while also being capable of... And then the second one slides in and sticks the arm above the letterboxing. It's like, oh. I just think that's a neat. I think that's... it's small, but it's nice. I just think it's really cool. Being relaxed. Through a combination of job and fights, you can pick just exactly small stuff like how many wrinkles your brain needs to have. There's some jobs where you just kind of sit there and press the big buttons whenever they appear. And fights where you mostly just stand around until the boss spills their juice on the floor, causing you to waddle 2 feet before continuing your head empty vibe. I have no idea how that didn't hit them. To waddle 2 feet. Like, it goes away, right? They're still in there. They're so in there. They're so in the AoE. I don't know how they didn't get hit. I have no clue. Before continuing your head empty vibe. Also the absolutely fried callback to earlier. And in contrast to that, some bosses ask you to do their homework, all whilst your job demands you balance every resource on the planet and tied your shoelaces together when you weren't looking. Despair. But Hanli, if this game is so good, why are you never actually playing it? It always says you're just sitting in Limsa, the jewel of the coast. Oh yeah, here's another one of those camera angles where like the camera like moves in and then moves back out. Just sitting in Limsa, the jewel of the coast. Like that's the engine. I did that. That's cool. I'm proud of shots like that. Like this one too. This one is also like one of those shots where it's like, yeah, home of the Pirates Reformed.
using some neat camera tricks to get a nice camera shot. Y'all are reformed, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
This land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind. But all jokes aside, the people here are the real reason I've been enjoying myself so much. And here you have another Blender shot. This is the first Blender shot where I actually, like, composite something into the game successfully. Because, like, the photos on the table, they're not there, they're in Blender. The people here are the real reason I've been enjoying myself so much. And I think that's pretty cool. And, like, when it works, it just works. So there's just some nice G-post pictures of memories that I cherish, you know? They blend into the game nicely? Yeah. The game has a lot of opportunities to just really vibe and interact with people. Whether that's chatting in Limsa, or peeing in a nice cozy cafe, or any manner of chance encounters in the wild. 90% of the time isn't playing the game just goofing around with friends anyway, with 10% actual progress. That's how your MMO experiences up until now have been. Yeah, that's mostly it. I mean, like, the story is, like, good enough where you can just make it a story. But if you have friends and they're playing and they're online, you're gonna be goofing off with your friends a lot, I feel. As for this chance encounter in the wilds, this really was a chance encounter in the wilds. I didn't plan to get this, but it was Halloween, and I just saw this person, and they just approached me. And this was back when I was still a Lalafell, so I just, like, got this clip. That's why I'm a Lalafell in this clip. Because I was not ready. I wasn't ready to get, like, the full recording. So, Patrick Bateman approached me. Just a few days ago, a wild Lalafellan chef offered me a healthy home-cooked meal for only $14.99. And of course, I accepted. That clip is done in Blender. This is a Blender clip. Animated and, of chance encounters in the wild. Okay, well, the camera and the little guy and the shadow, that's Blender. The game is still the game. I think it's so cool. It's Lalafell Chef bit still feels like a transition for a Factor HelloFresh sponsor. The music doesn't help. Yeah. If only I had a sponsorship for this video. If only I made money off of this. But yeah, I just, like, animated this boy. You sent this in Discord, remember? Yeah. But, like, I animated this in Blender. I'm really proud of it. Just a few days ago, a wild Lalafellan chef offered me a healthy home-cooked meal for only $14.99. And of course, I accepted. And like the Lalafell sounds? That's me. You can just make noises. There's people like this all over that spend their time just trying to make others happy. Ah, and this clip. This was recorded in my favorite, like, RP cafe at the time. Although they've closed down by now, which is a bit sad. Rock moving SFX is so good? Yeah. This was the Cafe Catfish, which was a really cozy place. And I asked them if I could, like, record, like, a clip there. And they offered to act in it, so that's why they're acting out a whole bit there. And of course, I think that's so cool. Accepted. There's people like this all over that spend their time just trying to make others happy. For example, one part of the community that I respect a lot is the Bard. Like, they were just acting out the scene, and I'm happy they did. That's nice. They were really good sports. Yes, Bard is one of the jobs, but that's not entirely what I mean. Bards have this extra ability thingy called performance. With it, they can pull up a variety of instruments, and then... I have a mature sense of humor, I promise. A lot is... Also, so here, and at this point, I wanted to try making a cool little transition. The Bards. Yes. Like, you see how they do little bounce and squish? Bard is one of the jobs, but that's not entirely what... Like, it's a nice little way to transition, right? So that is a strategy that I've copied from a different YouTuber. Because there's a different YouTuber who also makes Final Fantasy videos, and
that's kind of where I saw it, and I was like, oh, that is a clever tactic. That's Paint. I saw that Paint did that, and I was like, oh, that is a good transition method. So then I made that preset. I kind of like made something that looks like it, and I saved it to my computer, and I called it the Paint Special. just a little bit of copying. Because it works well. It's really nice for transitioning between bits.
Bard is one of the jobs, but that's not entirely what I mean. Bards have full song extra big and pull up. But some people have been transcribing full songs for this system, sometimes even for multiple instruments at the same time, or even a full band. But there's more community than just Limsa. I know, shocking. But the hospitality of the people here
Also, those gasps, that's just me gasping like 4 times.
extends to playing the game as well.
Homemade sound effects as usual. Oh yeah, this is the clip that I am most proud of. This is my favorite clip in the entire video.
Extends to playing the game as well.
Peep this one.
At minimum, people say hello and GG at the end of fights. And at best, you can have
That's so cool. I love this to
the game
bits.
as well.
Because like this is a lot of different layers. Because there's the Hanli layer, there's the dwarf layer. Woohoo, the video? Yeah! Hi Marijn, hello. We have we've already like seen a full video, so I'm sorry you have missed some stuff. But I will post the video after all this is done. So there was the Hanli layer, there was the dwarf layer, there is the little buddy, the layer with like the foreground rocks and the creature, and also a version without the creature, and then there's the background layer as a separate one.
Minimum.
And then like
People say
slides in.
Hello and GG.
Okay, so this is gonna suck because of the VLC, so I can't like accurately go like frame by frame. Yeah, I don't think I can.
People say
But
hello and GG.
like, you can kind of see that the black bars, they tilt, right? And then they tilt the other way. And I think it is so smooth, and it's so cool. I love it a bit.
At the end of fights.
And then you can see that the stalagmite still like pops out of frame. Like it is, this is my favorite like, favorite bits like composition wise. I put a lot of effort into it.
Playing the game as
And it even syncs with the music, which was accidental, but very welcome.
well. At minimum, people say hello and GG at the end of fights. And at best, you can have entire conversations in
So
the middle
cool.
of a dungeon. Now, most people are pretty quiet, but
Oh yeah. So this, I mentioned before how there was the sweaty speedrunner and like the singing guy just having a good time. Hey, that you? Yeah, that was you. This is the Marijn. I asked them to help me with the shot. So this was the sweaty speedrunner, and the next shot is the like the singing child TM.
middle of a dungeon. Now, most people are pretty quiet, but some people have trained at effortlessly weaving in questions about people's days into their already complex DPS rotations.
And that's a little like bonus cameo. They kind of look like Pints. Got the same hairstyle and hair color.
Already complex DPS rotations. In the business, we call that GCD typing, and it's a real high-value skill.
But besides the people, the fights, the story, there's so many more things to do. Right. So a little thing about this particular shot, right? There's so many more things to do. So you see the way it cuts away there, right? It almost looks 3D in a sense. It's a story. Also sippy. I should sippy. Thank you. Allow me just a second, because I gotta open some software real quick. If my computer can handle it, which it probably can. It just takes a second. I think I need, there we go. Yeah, display capture. Beep boop. The projects. So right at the end. Where was it? It's this one. DaVinci Resolve? Yeah, DaVinci Resolve. So, the way that the stuff cuts out at the end. Oh wait, it's like playing back at full resolution. Don't do that. To do. Yeah, like the way it kind of cuts out. It kind of looks like it's cutting away in 3D. Because guess what? It is 3D. I use a camera to cut away. Because I just wanted to see how that worked. Let's use a little camera buddy. Sure, why not? Yeah, sure, why not? Completely out of line for a shot like this, but you know. Why not? Why not? I just thought it was funny. But besides the people and the trees, for morale, there's so many more things to do. There's fashion. Yeah, and this is a shot made entirely in Blender. Where just a whole shot in Blender. I said, fuck it, we're doing the whole thing in Blender. But I showed different pictures. So this one was fashion, crafting. Oh right, because of VLC, it's gonna corrupt everything. Crafting. So that's crafting, which is something like a random goldsmithing NPC in Ulda. PvP. Damn it, fucking crunched it. PvP. This is PvP. That's Asuka, our Kreutz from Guilty Gear, getting destroyed. Housing. We got housing, carrying a lamp around. Photography. Photography is just in my studio, where I also recorded a different clip for the video. Clubbing. Clubbing. This is a picture I really like. Because I went to a club for this, and that's me in the background, dead on the counter. With the bartender a little bit concerned. Just because she was bored and wanted to try something, you invented quantum mechanics camera works. Anything wrong with that? Probably me. I see. Just doing a Blender shot because I was bored, I guess. Shady active. There we go. New iframe. This is shady activity. This is probably one of my favorite G poses that I've done as of late. Because if I go into full screen real quick, maybe you can see slightly better. But she's holding dice. And now you may ask me, Hanli, there's no dice in Final Fantasy. Where do you get those dice from? Well, you know the demon brick minion? This was, yeah, the demon brick minion. So I got 2 demon brick minions, folded their limbs up inside of them, made them really small and levitated them into the air, and then in MS Paint drew some dots on them. That's dice, baby. If it works, it works. I don't know, I think that's kind of funny. Is that easier than just Photoshop some dice in? Yes, legitimately. Because of the lighting, right? The lighting is really hard to get right. The lighting and colors and such. Treasure hunt. So, could just have photoshopped some dice? No, could not have. I'm not that good. And treasure hunting. And for this picture, I had to go treasure hunting with some people to try and get a good shot. And this is the best we got because we got kicked out almost instantly every time. We did some Heavensward maps because we couldn't get enough people to do like higher tier maps. And yes, even fishing. Oh, fishing. Right, I'm so sorry for making fun of fishing. But I hope you can see the takeaway in this, being that there's just a little bit too much to do in this game. It's so easy to just get lost in a tangent of a tangent. I've spent many hours lost in this beautiful maze of a game, and I intend to keep at it. I've got too many new friends to meet and pictures to tag. Maybe even make some videos about it. And I really like the credits bit and the musical transition into it. I really like. To tag. Like, maybe listen. Make some videos about it. Like, that's cool. Oh yeah, right. And this credits picture, I drew this. I did it. I was picking up painting a little bit, and this was one of my first ones. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's nice. It's pretty basic, but I think it looks nice enough. The Crystal Tower. And all the people that helped with this, because there's a lot of people that helped with this video, like a lot of people. Like if I step aside for a second, there was like over 40. That's a lot of people. So you have the FC in her? Yeah. It's a lot of people. And I'm happy that I'm happy that people were willing to help out, you know? Like I know that like people have their own things that they want to do. Their time is limited, they can't spend it on everything. So I'm beyond honored that so many people wanted to spend some time just helping me get a silly shot for a video. So I'm very glad. And like the final fadeaway in this video, I think is way cooler than it needs to be. Like that fade outs. Because the song loops, so I had to like cut off the song and get a separate pass in a reverb to get like the reverb for it. And then fade that in. And it actually ended up sounding really nice. So that's the video. That's the whole video. And I've worked a year on this. God damn it. I've spent so much time on this damn video. But it's finally out, and now I can work on the next one. Although I probably should pick up some other projects beforehand. Nah, thank you. Like there's a couple other projects that I need to pick up. The work paid off, it's so good. Yeah, thank you. I tried, like, my goal was to have a video that could be mistaken to be a video of a like professional YouTuber. If my video can be mistaken as one of those, then I'll be very, very happy. It was genuinely good, yeah. I'm glad. Like, I know that like I'm probably not gonna get much out of this video, but I just want to have that pride that I at least have like the ability to kind of get close to something good, you know? I think we're kind of there. Well, actually, it's kind of good today's stream is not that long because I can already feel my voice getting sore. Bah. Now all that's left is to actually publish the video. I have it uploaded already, so I think just unprivate it, and then it should be published. I'm pretty sure.
Weary getting coffee to improve mood won't be long. Alright, alright. Alright, so with that, it is time to publish. I could have done like an instant premiere thing, actually. But no, we're just gonna make it public. And publish. It is live. If you've ever wondered. Yeah, there it is. That's the video. Let me just post this here real quick. Ba-ba! There's the link. Man. I'm proud. For once, I'll accept being proud for a little bit. So now, like, the final remaining questions now what? I mean, in all honesty, I should probably call it a day. Because, oof, ow, owie, my voice is kind of sore. Yeah, I should probably call it a day. So I think with that, man, I don't want to leave before Meister's back though. At the very least, I'll start doing the end, you know, start wrapping up. So I have a Discord server if you would like to join. No pressure, of course. For if you either want like pings for when I go live, or if you just want to hang out. And of course, there's the YouTube channel. Of course. I will be making more stuff. It's just gonna be a while before, you know. You'll make coffee after stream, can wait? That's fair. Beep boop. Yeah. Thanks for the stream. No, thank you for hanging out. Yeah. Like, I've got more projects that I want to do. Like, I want to make a new, like, overlay in Blender. And I want to do stuff like, I want to, like, maybe do stuff with rigging as well. But that's all in the future and to come. So we'll see. Yippee. Hi, Paimons. Wow. So, let's see. Who's online? Who can we raid? Rigging, you say? Yeah, a little bit. I've been wanting to, but also, that's intimidating. But maybe, you know. Your wolf dragon, hello. We were just about to end. I am so sorry. Wolf blessing. Thank you. My voice is getting very sore, so I have to leave. I am so sorry. But yeah, no, my voice is not holding up today for some reason, which is a bit unlucky, but hey, at least today's stream was a special stream. Let's see. How's stream going? Stream was very nice. We were doing a watch party for a video that I just published. Because I've worked on it for like a year and I'm very excited about it finally being out. Hearts! Hello! Yeah! Not when my voice is sore. Come on now. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. My voice is too sore to be excited about this. But thank you, I appreciate it. Heck yeah, Gems got one? Yeah. Gems has got one. And Somber as well, Worldwaker. And Drekkakbuku. And Tenma. Yeah. No, but I'm really excited about my video being out. I wonder if it's gonna get as much views as my Celeste content. I have no idea. But we'll end up seeing. But for now, I really gotta get out of here. I'm off to watch and rewatch the video. Yeah, go get him. You're welcome. A little bit of a celebration. Well, the video's just too good. Ah, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, I'm glad. Have a good evening. Yeah. Let's see who to rate. I still don't know. We can do Terrarium. Terrarium's always good. Yeah, we'll pay Terrarium a visit. But yeah, just gotta find the rate button. Yee-hoo. Terrarium. They're currently playing some Celestes. But yeah. Feel free to copy the raid message if you would like, and I will see you next time. Have a livery show off in like an hour as well. Be sure to rest your voice. Yeah, I'll do my best. Yeah, my voice is taking a beating apparently, so I'll rest my voice for the rest of the evening. Thank you very much for hanging out, and I will see you all later. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Yeah, I'm thinking about water, don't worry.